Welcome to this video introducing my Train Sim World 4 project, building the SODOR island from Thomas the Tank Engine. This is my first ever video in English on this channel, so yeah, I'm sorry for any spelling or pronunciation mistakes or anything. I'm not a native speaker. Actually, I'm German, so I hope you can follow me nevertheless. So let's get started right away into this project. I already started a project in the Train Sim World 4 Editor. I tried, and I'm still trying to build the Oberallertalbahn, a little German railway that doesn't exist anymore. And yeah, well, I made a video for this only in German at this time. I probably do the video again in English also, but yeah, for now there's just a German version. And I already built the tracks and put a little timetable onto it, but I'm not quite that far in terms of finishing it. So this is why I thought I maybe want to start another project, because yeah, it's probably sometimes it's a bit boring just to work on one thing, one German thing. And as I'm a bit of enthusiastic in terms of British railways, I thought maybe I could do something else. Of course, there would be the possibility to do something from the real world, so maybe another railway from England, Wales or Scotland, for example. But for me, it's personally easier at some point, and also I really like it to live my creativity and to put my creativity into the projects. So I wanted to do something fictional. And thinking of this, I stumbled across Thomas the Tank Engine and the island of SODOR. So I hope I'm pronouncing this one right. SODOR. It's not soda, but it's like SODOR. You know what I mean, the island where Thomas and his friends live on. It's a fictional island, but it's actually settled between the Isle of Man and the coast of England. So I will tell you about the opportunities and also about different, let's say, different approaches onto this project. At this point, I didn't start, so I just researched a bit and looked in how far I could start this project and how far I could do this project. And yeah, I had a few ideas to approach this goal in different ways, and I will tell you now what exactly my ideas are. And I'm very, very excited about your reactions and what you think about it, what your favorite approach is. So let's get started right away. These are my ideas to produce, to build, and also to create the SODOR Island and its railways for Train Sim World 4. First, to talk about the railways, the branch lines, and so on, I looked up a few maps of SODOR that do exist, and this is what I actually decided to actually do in my project. So these are the stations and the branch lines and so on that I'm gonna build in the Train Sim World 4 Editor. So this is what I decided for, based on many maps of SODOR, but this is the most common one, the most used one. So these are the most well-known locations, and I think, also Thomas the Tank Engine enthusiasts will be able to relate with this, rail network. So there aren't any problems with the rail network at all. The thing where it gets tricky is, in Train Sim World, we've got only a few steam engines yet. So we have the LMS Jubilee, Stenya, and the little one. I actually just forgot the name, I'm sorry for this. But we've got three different types of steam engines in Train Sim World. So yeah, I think it's a bit, it's too less for a great timetable for this route. So Still, there are a few approaches I thought of to handle the timetable thing. And these are my 3 ideas to do this. Idea number 1 is an Old English steam train timetable with maybe some diesel trains. So mainly having steam engines running the main line and so on, probably the LMS Jubilee class mostly, but of course also for freight the Stania class and so on. But as I said, the amount of steam trains in Train Sim World is still like not so big, and this is why I thought of a second idea. How about having SODOR, or a SODOR setting in the BR Blue era? What about having like intercity runs, runs with the class 101, with further British Rail 80s, 70s, 80s trains running down the SODOR main lines and branches. We have got many trains and also multiple units for this. We've got, for example, the 101 from several Old English routes in Train Sim World 4. We've got the class 45. We have got different cargo trains. We've got different passenger trains. We've got the Pacer just with the Just Trains route, Preston to Blackpool. So there are many possibilities to implement intercity services, but also like some regional services with little multiple units, for example. And I think, of course, there would be also the possibility to build in the steam engines in some way, but mainly the second idea is having a British Rail Blue era style timetable. And the third approach is, obviously, last but not least, a modern version, which is not quite my favorite because I really love the flair of either steam trains or British Rail Blue era. So, of course, we could do some Azuma runs or like some regional trains by Northern or something. Everything that is already implemented in other Train Sim World 4 routes. But as there are many different operators from many different parts of the United Kingdom, I think it would be a bit hard to choose which operator would run what branch line and so on. With the British Rail Blue stuff, I could just like do what I want. So we wouldn't have to implement like overhead wires and third rails, for example. We just could use the steam trains and probably at some part maybe the steam trains. I think I said steam trains 2 times. I mean, I meant the diesel trains and the steam trains. So in my opinion, idea 1 with just steam trains, or idea 2 with the BR Blue diesels and at some parts steam trains. Those are, in my opinion, better ideas because it fits the feeling more like I guess this would be a great SODOR experience, a greater SODOR experience than with overhead wires and an Azuma running down the main line with like 250 miles an hour, for example. But I am really excited about about what you think of my 3 ideas. So now just pause the video, go to the comments and write down if you like the idea 1 with steam trains, idea 2 British Rail Blue era, or idea 3 modern era. Alright, this being said, I probably still would just do this timetable that I am most excited of by myself. So even if there are more people saying modern version, I probably will do not the modern version. But well, let's see what happens. As I said, I still didn't start to build this route, so it's still in planning, and this is why there may be any changes. I of course will keep you up to date in further videos, so please make sure you subscribe my channel, even if you don't like understand my German stuff. Stay tuned for the next English videos. regarding the SODOR route. So I want to say thanks for watching for now. I hope you are a bit of excited about my ideas. Maybe you also would like to drive with your trains in Trains in World on the SODOR Island. I hope this idea sounds good to you as well. Please let me know in the comments if this whole project makes sense for you, or if you do think, well, go away with your SODOR Island, nobody needs it. So maybe I will overthink if I'm actually doing it. But I think for myself it would be a little bit of a another thing, instead of like only focusing on the German route, the Oberallertalbahn. I could do something different, something British, hopefully, yeah, making some people happy that want to drive on SODOR Island in Trains in World. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you are back on this channel if I post the next video, so stay tuned, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.